Hi guys, welcome back to Live Like Low. This is part 2. Y'all, this is part 2 of how to create your sacred space in the astral. Today we're going to be talking about how you can open doors, how you can create these doors or portals into different realms in your sacred space. This is going to be totally awesome. So in the last one, I told you guys about a red door that's going to create a space to your Akashic records. Now, for those of you who have come to this video, I just feel like you're only here because you're ready to be hip to this information, okay? To be divinely blessed in the alignment of get your shit together, okay? So yes, and discover the truest you that's ever been, because it is all of you and the all that is. Oh, yes, honey. So let's get right into it. So let's just go ahead and start with springing some flavor on this motherfucker. The door is going to be red. Okay, I just want to make sure we're all on the same track. The door is red. Now, this is how you create a door. Now, I'm going to take you through the process as you create your Akashic Records door. I want you to get the understanding. We'll run back through it so you can understand the basic steps of how to open a door in general, just so you can write those down and then you can try it for yourself. Okay? Awesome. Yes, y'all. I got my notes still. Y'all, and it's low-key, like, I'm scared I might get rained on, but we out here because Divine Fam was like, get these videos done. So we here. Let go. So, how do you open your door? So first, what are we gonna ask? Where do you travel the most often in the Akashic Records? The first thing we would ask if we were opening a new door is, where do we like to go? Right now, we are specifically focusing on the Akashic Records, our personal Akashic Records. So what you're going to do is you are going to ask Spirit to help you feel the fullness of yourself, fully. All of you, all parts and versions of you, all lifetimes, everything, all at once. It's going to be very heavy and extreme. Some of you may feel other feelings, may have visuals and stuff like that. But what you want to do is imagine a door that encompasses all of you, 100% all of you and your Akashic Records, and to be able to access the knowledge, the memories, and to work in it, to learn and grow in it, okay? So basically, you're going to set this intention that you have full access to your Akashic Records at this time. What does this mean? This door is going to take you to your full Akashic Records. Whether or not you'll have access to every level of your Akashic Records is based on the way you work in it. So as you work, you gain more access to more of your Akashic Records, or when you ask the right questions or get into the right things. So let that just be clear for you guys so that you know exactly how you're going to do this, okay? Okay, we know we want to go to the Akashic Records. So now we're going to imagine a big red door. Whatever shape door you like, however extravagant or simple is fine. And you're just going to imagine a door that leads to your Akashic Records, to the most authentic and all of the creations and emanations of you, okay? So now that you have this in your mind, okay, now, after creating this door, once the door appears in front of you, now some of you may have some racing thoughts. You can go back to the breathing exercise in the previous video where we go count to 8, hold for 2, count down from 8 to 1. And you'll do maybe 3 or 4 of those breaths until your mind gets quiet again and try to visualize the door. Once the door appears in front of you, you can open this door, walk inside, and close the door behind you. When you walk inside, you will be greeted by someone who is either on your team or someone who is associated with the Akashic Records. For me, my guide through the Akashic Records is Thoth. Some of you may see Thoth if you work in Egyptian mythology. Some of you who work in Roman mythology may see Hermes Trismegistus. Some of you may see certain deities, certain angels, or certain archangels that will help guide you through this knowledge. Some of you will see, if you come from a lineage of a certain working, you might have, say for example, an ancestor that will come through and that will show you the way. And they will show you how to do certain things. They will try to answer as many questions as you have to help you start working. They will give you a short tour of what it looks like inside the Akashic Records, and then you will be able to ask questions and receive messages based on your current allowance of where you are right now in your life and where you're going and what spirit wants you to move toward. After that, you'll walk back out the door from once you've came back to your sacred space. Always walk back through the door that got you here, unless your guide brings you back a different way, because that ensures that the previous portal is closed or sealed. Now, we are back in our sacred space, and so now we're going to run through the steps again. So in the sacred space, we are going to visualize where we want to go. Then we are going to create a door that reminds us of this space that symbolically is a part of this space. And then the door will appear. You will walk through the door and be at your desired destination. So it is very important that you set your intentions very strategically, simply, and clearly. Use any tastes, smells, memories, anything. If you don't know anything about the Akashic Records, you can just get some ideas by being on YouTube or Google, or look up an Akashic Records, what is it called? Akashic Records meditation, to help you get into it a little bit before doing this, and then you'll be able to get into the door. Any door that you want, it is good to get a good imaginatory visual to create that door. If you've been somewhere several times, or you remember visually what that door was like, it'll be easier for your destination to be behind the door. Now, in the realm of the sacred space, you can walk behind the door. You won't see anything there. You must enter through the front of the door by turning it with the intention to walk through the door, and then you will be able to walk through it. Now, this is also said, if you ever get sick, if you ever get to a place where you don't have enough energy to travel through the door and receive the information you're looking for, you will not be able to go through that door. Do you hear me? The door will lock itself to you. I've had myself locked out of the Akashic Records maybe twice out of the 10 years that I've been doing this. One time I was super ill and I really needed to take care of myself, but I was trying to do spiritual exploration to escape the work that I needed to do and to give myself the attention that I needed, okay? So in these moments, allow yourself to be as vulnerable and open and have your heart be open. The Akashic Records works with the heart chakra as well. So it will help you clear things out to gain more access, as well as when your heart is closed, it'll be harder to access or visually remember what happened when you were traveling in your Akashic Records. I hope that makes sense. Now that we have that, all right, so first, you figured out where you wanted to go. You created the visual, and now you have the door. What do you do now? You now travel through the door. That's it. I will tell y'all, I have a door for each of my deities that I just got. So I haven't been inside these doors yet. I got them when I went through my energy healer certification. So when I did my energy healer certification, I got a lot of new doors that I haven't explored yet. So each door can look different. If the energy that you're traveling to, say for example, is a deity or an archangel, the door will be large and gaudy, right? If you're going to see Source, the door will be large and gaudy, for example. But if you're going to hang out with the elves, if you're going to hang out with the fairies, if you're going to certain lower realms to talk to certain elemental beings, you're going to have smaller doors. And I like to think about this like Alice in Wonderland, except at will, you can change your size to go through a door that is necessary for your travels. I hope that this makes sense. Oh my God, it's 11:11 on the clock. So I hope that this makes sense. I hope that you guys have gotten some amazing, amazing, amazing value out of this video, and that now you are able to create a sacred space and create your portals or your doors in order to travel safely in the Akashic realms without getting lost. Okay. And something that I would also like to say, if, for example, if you're a starseed, you can also create doors that will take you to your home planet or your home constellation. There are certain doors that I have open back to my home, and my guides take me through those portals when I need to either go back to hear something from the council of my planet, or if I need to get some information about myself. I have been to my planet maybe twice through this door. There's not really a lot of information about the planet that my soul is originated from, but I am an androgynous starseed. Everybody has a different home planet. And if you wish to do that, you can do that as well. If that's not your thing, it's totally okay. You can create your astral sacred space to be whatever you want. It could be a mansion full of doors. It can be a spaceship. It can be a specific like constellation of stars that is a solar system, and each planet has different access portals and boundaries for you to explore. You can create this however, wherever you want in this sacred space, but I ask that you start with the white space so that it can be encapsulated and understood within its layer of space-time. As what we are doing in this is we are creating a safe space between the fifth and the sixth dimension. So the fifth dimension is the energy that we're moving into right now in space-time. And then we have the fourth and the third dimension. The fifth dimension is what we perceive, the last that we perceive of our personal reality. And the sixth dimension is the beginning of the more spiritual and lighter versions of ourselves. So putting our sacred space in a fold in time in between this space or between certain dimensions allows us to access certain energies. Now, the reason why I put it in the fifth and sixth dimension is because this is base level, okay? And you can move this dimensional pocket wherever it is that you want to travel. Say, for example, you end up being a high-level channeler. You can move this space in between a higher dimension to have access to higher level energies, but it will be noticed that it will be harder for you to access, or it may take more energy for you to access lower dimensional energies. So if that's something you don't mind, you can sit it somewhere higher. But I say that if you haven't traveled to these higher realms, between the fifth and sixth dimension is the safest place in a pocket. And we create those with the spirits that we work with. They create it for you. You don't have to get into the technical difficulties and the details of it. But if you're interested in those technical details and difficulties of it, you can tell me down in the comments below, and I'll make a different video explaining to you guys how the quantum realm works, how the holographic universe works, and how these pockets of creation can exist within the all that is, creating everything that is. Okay, so I hope this was an amazing video. I hope you got so much from it. And I just want you to know, like, I am so excited and happy for you being, for you existing, for you fucking thriving, honey. I want you to know that no matter what, you can always sprinkle some flavor on your life, in your magic, and have an amazing, wonderful time. It's not all love and light. There's always some darkness somewhere. There's always a shadow where light is being casted. So don't be afraid to dig into the trenches, to dig into that muck, and to get shit cleaned up so that you can access the greatest, most abundant, most authentic version of you. Because you are freaking amazing. You deserve to be in this realm right now, creating the life that you deserve and stepping into that potential utopia that you fucking want. Yes, honey, yes. Okay. So I hope that you guys have an amazing, amazing day. Blessings be upon you, and may your journeys be safe, swift, and fucking elegant, okay? And may you have the craziest, most amazing thing that you can imagine create your reality today. I love you guys so much. If you want a reading, energy healing, or spiritual coaching, either if you're stuck in your shadow work or help developing your psychic abilities, you can go to my website at Love Goddess Co. and book an appointment with me. I also sell amazing crystal jewelry that you guys can get from me as well. Pendants, bracelets, all inspired and channeled by the divine and personally blessed. And I love you so much. You guys, y'all give me so much love, so much passion, so much energy, and I'm just so grateful for you. May you have an amazing day. May you be seen and worthy of good things. May love come to you abundantly and be received. And may everything flow through you like a river and nothing create resistance in your life. For you are moving in flow and ebb of the ultimate universe, leading you to the path of authenticity, being the greatest version of you. I love you. Bye.